All right, let's talk about something you probably walk past a dozen times a day and never really think about. That red can on the wall. We're gonna break down exactly how to make sure that if you ever need it, it's actually gonna work.
Yep, you see them everywhere, right? In the office, at the store, down the hall. They just kind of blend into the background. These silent red guardians just hanging out.
But here's the big question, the one that really matters. In that moment of panic, when you grab it and pull the pin, are you 100% sure it's going to work? Well, the hard truth is, a ton of them fail. And not for some big, dramatic reason. Nope. It's usually something super simple, like it's slowly lost pressure over time, or the powder inside has turned into a solid brick. The good news? A quick monthly check catches these things every single time. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So why are we even talking about this? Well, it's not just a good idea. There are some serious rules in place and even more serious reasons why you need to pay attention. Okay, this slide breaks it down perfectly. Think of it like this. OSHA, that's the law. It's the government saying you have to do this. It's the what. Then you've got NFPA 10. That's the industry standard, the playbook. It tells you how to do it right. You got to know both to be safe and to stay out of trouble. And this is exactly why those rules exist. Because the stakes couldn't be higher. Look, failing an audit and getting a fine is bad, for sure. But what's way, way worse? Having a real fire, reaching for that extinguisher, and nothing happens. That's a catastrophic failure that puts people and property at huge risk. And it's totally preventable. All right, let's get into the good stuff, the how-to. We've boiled down the entire official monthly inspection into 3 super simple steps that literally anyone can master in a few minutes.
And here they are. 1. Accessibility and location. 2. The physical examination. And 3. Documentation. We're going to walk through each one right now, and you'll see just how fast this whole process is.
Step 1 is all about the obvious. Can you actually get to the thing? You'd be amazed, but this is the #1 fail. People will just pile boxers or equipment right in front of it. So you got to make sure it's in its proper spot, you can see it clearly, and nothing is blocking it. An extinguisher you can't reach is just a red decoration.
Okay, now for the hands-on part. Go ahead and lift the extinguisher right off its hook. Let's give it a closer look.
This right here is the single most important check. Look at that little pressure gauge. That needle absolutely has to be pointing somewhere in the green. If it's in the red, it's no good. It's either undercharged and won't spray right, or it's overcharged and could be a hazard itself. Green means go. Simple as that. Next up, you're looking for this little plastic tie. That's the tamper seal. Think of it like the safety seal on a medicine bottle. If it's there and unbroken, it tells you that nobody has pulled the pin or used this thing, not even for a tiny test squirt. If that seal is gone, you have to treat it as used.
So let's run through a quick physical. Is the pin there with the seal holding it in place? Good. Now give the whole cylinder a once-over. Any big dents, any rust, any leaks, those are all bad news. Check the hose for cracks, and this is a big one, peek inside the nozzle. Make sure it's not clogged up with dirt or, a spider web. Finally, just feel it. Does it feel heavy, like it's full? It should. You've done the inspection, everything looks great. Now for the last step, and trust me, you can't skip this one. It's what makes it all official. You have to document it every single time. Find that inspection tag hanging off the handle. Find the little box for the right month and year, and just put your initials in there. Boom, done. You've just created a legal record that proves you did your job, and it keeps your company in compliance with the law. Okay, so you know the 3 steps. Now let's talk about some of the common traps and weird situations you might run into out there. So here's a classic scenario. You walk up, the gauge is sitting pretty right in the middle of the green, but that little plastic tamper seal is broken off. What's the call? Is it good to go? The answer is a hard no. Absolutely not. If that seal is broken, you cannot trust that extinguisher. Period. Even a 1-second test spray can create a tiny, slow leak. The gauge might look fine today, but in a month, that extinguisher could be totally empty. It needs to be pulled from service and checked by a pro right away. And here are a few other fails you see all the time. We already talked about stuff blocking it, can't say that enough. Clogged nozzles are a real thing, especially from bugs. Never ever leave an extinguisher just sitting on the floor. It needs to be on its bracket. Oh, and here's a great pro tip. For the powder ones,
Just flip it upside down. You should feel that powder shift inside, kind of like sand. If you feel nothing, that powder is likely a useless solid brick.
So let's wrap this all up. This isn't some big, complicated task. It's a fast, simple habit that makes a world of difference when it comes to safety. So let's boil it down one last time. This is your rapid recap. Can I get to it? Is the gauge green and the seal intact? If yes, tag it. That's the whole inspection, right there. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? When you neglect an extinguisher, you're not just breaking a rule, you are actively leaving a ticking time bomb, a huge liability, just waiting for a bad day. And if you need one last reason why this matters, look at this stat. Over 90% of fires in businesses are put out by regular people using a simple fire extinguisher. Think about that. This little red can is the first line of defense, and it almost always wins, but only if it's ready to go. So here's your homework. The very next fire extinguisher you see today, I don't care where it is, I want to mentally run through that checklist. Is it accessible? Gauge green, seal there. Make it a habit. It takes 30 seconds, and one day, that simple habit could literally save a life.